Good evening, friends, and welcome to another live stream by the Option School where we talk about option trading strategies, and adjustments in option trading. This is your friend Pradeep Singla. So, again, we have another very dynamic expiry wherein markets went further up, only up. So, we have another all time high, not only in Nifty but also in Bank Nifty. So with these kind of markets now, what do we expect? We said, okay, let us analyze because we have done some analysis yesterday wherein we were at least able to find out what should be the highest point in the Nifty. If you remember yesterday's video, we said from the data, whatever is expected is that okay, somewhere close to 14,922 if I'm not wrong, and today markets have made a high of 14,914. So at least we can take the credit of that. Right. So thanks, Mr. Rajiv, for confirming that voice is audible. Right. So we what we are feeling that okay, this market, forget about me. Nobody can predict where it will go and what will happen, whether it will really fall or whether it will go up. So it's beyond anybody's imagination. Whatever is happening, not only imagination, it is beyond anybody's calculation also what is happening in the market. So we said okay, let us try to see the way we are able to analyze the weekly option chain before expiry. Let us analyze the most important option chain right now, and let us finalize that okay, what can be the expected range of Nifty for the month of February, and hopefully that will help us to create some trades which are slightly better than doing any random trades in this markets, because once you start creating bullish trades, markets may start falling, and once we start getting bearish trades, market may start rising. So if we know that okay, this is the range of the market, then can we create some trades which are suitable for both the ranges, and whenever market comes into that range, we can book profit in one of the thing, and we can keep the other thing with us, other setup with us, and whenever market goes in that range, then we will book profit in the second setup also. So let us first analyze what can be the expected range for Nifty in the month of February. So welcome to all of you once again, and all of you who are new to the channel, please go ahead and click on the subscribe button if you have not subscribed so far. And whenever you're doing that, please click on the bell icon also, so that whenever we are doing a live stream, you will get a notification. And most of the working days, we are live at 9 p.m. And all of you who are already part of this family, you know which button to click. All of you need to click the like button even before we start the video. Thanks to all of you who have already done that. Right. So let's see what happened today. Again, a big move, 105 points finally. If you see market closing at around 14,895, which is the settlement price, and if you see high 14,913, so uh, we can take that credit that okay, at least the high point we were able to uh, predict correctly. Low point, no, and low point is 14,714. If I remember, yesterday all of us had discussed that okay, the lowest point we expect from market is somewhere close to 14,665. So we are just, you can say, 40 to 50 points away from that lowest point. But if you see the range, pretty good range. We were very close in predicting the overall range from 14,665 to 14,920. So markets made a range of 714 to 913. Obviously, 200 points. Definitely not an easy market to trade. And secondly, what happened? It opened at 789 and closed at 895. So opening and closing also has a decent gap of 105 points, but opening was fairly at yesterday's level, not much of the difference from yesterday's level. So what happened? We opened almost similar to yesterday's level, and then things went down. Market touched 714, right? So even all of us were having a feeling that okay, now this expiry should be very close to somewhere around 14,700 or 670 or 730. And let me tell you, it must have been a sigh of relief for most of the traders when the expectation was that market will be at 14,700. But market is market. It will always think 10 steps ahead of all of us. So from there onwards, it start moving up, and ultimately Even after 2 o'clock, when generally the expiry moments start coming, it maintained its level of 14,900, 14,905, and also and ultimately settling down at 14,008. 95, not an easy expiry, because it's again a new all-time high. So every day we are seeing a new all-time high. Definitely there are people who are short in the system. They are definitely stuck up, and market is not going to easily leave them. So today, if we see, at the end of the day, it was found that okay, 14,895 is the market settlement price, and 14,890 is the future price. So future price and spot price are almost similar. You can say 4 5 points is not a big discount. It can get easily settled in the first 1 minute of the market. But now that definitely indicates, you see, if on future side people are short, that means generally, you see, now two kinds of thinking is there. The conventional wisdom says that okay, if future price is less than the spot price, market should go down, but that never happens. uh, if you have experience in the markets, you will always find that okay, in most of the cases, whenever future prices are almost similar to spot, or they are slightly lower than spot, markets never go down. They always keep on running up. Basically it means that okay, there are still shorts in the system, and unless and until they are totally uh, failed, I will say, market is not going to give them any much relief. So I do expect that okay, when markets start tomorrow, even if they are opening at a lower level or higher level, I would really pray that okay, markets, the future should develop little bit of premium. In case there is a little bit of premium on the future side, then only we can expect that okay, markets can go down. If future remains at a discount, then any decent falls in the market may not be there at all. So in case what happens that tomorrow morning market opens, let us say at around 14,000 850 level, and future opens at 14,880 level, that means yes, future has now some premium. That means not many shorts are stuck up. So market has no revenge against those shorts, because they are having some premium in their hand. So then it can oblige and it can go down. I think nobody, never in the history it would have happened that okay, markets going up, and not many of us really liking it, because it is unidirectional from so many weeks, or you can say so many months. But that's how markets are. If there are so many factors that okay, whatever analysis you do, it will become very difficult to predict where it will go. So can we predict uh, the range of the market, rather than predicting that okay, where the market will go? If we are able to predict that okay, this can be the range based on whatever is the data available, then it can make our life little bit more comfortable for the remaining month at least, right? So let's see. Let us try to see what can be the range for February series. Now in February series, we have three more series. We have 11th Feb expiry, we have 18th Feb expiry, and we have 25th Feb expiry. Now, which series we need to analyze? That is the most important question. So, what we have done, we have taken the depth in each of the series based on how much is the total open interest in each of the series. So, if you see for Nifty, for 11th Feb, on call side, the total open interest is 1,79,000 lots. Port side, it is 2,59,250, right? And 18th Feb, obviously, it's pretty low number, so doesn't matter much at all. But definitely 25th Feb, still many people are more inclined towards monthly options. So this is 2,32,000, and this is a big number, 3,76,000. So out of these three series, if you analyze them differently, it may throw us a different data. But definitely the broadest will be the 25th February, and deepest also is 25th February, because we are finding much more number of traders sitting in 25th Feb. So any open interest data analysis, any OI analysis becomes more meaningful where number of trades where the quantity of OI is high, where the quantity of OI is low. Like if you try start analyzing 18th Feb, it will not make any meaning because it's not very well populated. There are hardly any trades from where we can estimate that okay, this can happen or that can happen. So best judge for this series should be 25th Feb series, right? So we said okay, let us try to analyze 25th Feb series, and are we able to do some analysis which can fix the range within which the market will stay, right? So we have taken that option chain. So now since it's a pretty long range, I'm taking a put side first. Let us try to fix the downside of this range, and then we will take the call side and try to fix the upside of the range also, right? Now market is somewhere around 14,900. 14,900 is, we can say, a straddle. So if you see the straddle premium, healthy premium, 282 rupees and 289 rupees, 300, 300, 600, 600 minus 11 and 18, 29, roughly around 570, 570, 1 rupees premium. That means definitely from 14,900, 600 points up and 600 point down is definitely which is possible, because that kind of premium is already available in the system. So if we see based on data what traders are thinking for the whole month, what we found that okay, 14,000 is the highest open interest. 14,000 is the highest open interest. And if you see 14,000 to 14,900, the gap is 900 points, and the straddle premium is roughly around 600 points. So with this calculation, what we can say that okay, on the downside, this market has a range of 14,000, right? So definitely this market can go up to 14,000. Or if you talk about other technical terms, that okay, the strong support, okay, there will be many weak supports also available in between 14,900 to 14,000. But if you see for the whole month, the strong support is available at 14,000 level. Now this 14,000 level is quoting at 66 rupees, right? This 14,000 is quoting at 66 rupees. So even if I subtract even this 66 rupees from 14,000, we can say that okay, 3930, 3934 as on today's closing. 3930, 3934 is the bare minimum, is the maximum downside which is visible from the data. It can go haywire if there is some big bad good or bad news in the market. All this data can go haywire. All this data can change also. But generally when you find that okay, there is a highest open interest which is at 900,000 points away, and which is still sticking to its guns, chances are this data may not change very frequently. It may not happen that okay, every other day we are finding now 14,000 is highest open interest, and other day 14,500 is highest open interest. Generally that doesn't happen, and it's having a healthy premium. 66 rupees is really a decent premium. So if we see downside, definitely fixed at 14,000, or you can say, to be very precise, 13,934 is what most of the traders are thinking, that okay, this market in February series, which has another, you can say, 21 days. Out of those 21 days we will have 4-5 holidays. So 16, 17, 18 days, whatever is the trading period available, the market should remain between 14,000. And if we see on the upside, because again, since the range is big, we are not able to put all the strikes on the one screen. If I go above 14,900, okay, this is 14,900, which is now at the money. And if you see on the call side, the highest open interest stands at 15,500. And if you add 14,900 premium, that also comes to be somewhere around 600 points. So 14,900 plus 600, 15,500, right? So 15,500 to 14,900, and if I add 15,500 premium is also 62 rupees. So maybe 15,562 to 13,935 precisely can be the big range, because these markets are extremely volatile. We can see that okay, in 3-4 days it touches its lower highest open interest, and another 3-4 days it not only goes up from there and start challenging its higher open interest. Right now, these are the two extreme levels. So if we do not count the premium of 15,500 and 14,000, which is a healthy 128 rupees, 66 plus 60 to 128 rupees is a decent premium for a month, and far out of the money options. So in that case also 13,900, 15,560, 600 is the kind of range this market still uh, is threatening to go, right? So we may not feel very bad if market start moving towards another 100, 200 points tomorrow again, or it goes down by 200, 300 points. Then also all these things are very well expected from this kind of market, because that is what the data is also saying, right? If you see in our expiry analysis also, we are able to pinpoint that okay, this may be the extreme high level and this may be the extreme low level. So we said okay, let us analyze for month end. So month end is now throwing me this challenge that okay, I am market and I can go up to 14,000 and 15,500. I said okay, if this is the range market has fixed and this is the challenge market is throwing, now what should I do as a trader? What should I be doing as a trader? It becomes extremely difficult to create any strategies which are safe up to say, which are safe from, let's say, 13,900 to 15,600, 700. It's very difficult, because if you try to create such strategies which are safe up to those levels, then obviously the kind of premiums what you will be able to pick from the market will be extremely low, right or not? Right? So this is a big range, and the major difficulty which all of us are facing definitely as option traders is that okay, the market, the speed with which market moves in any of the directions is quite high, right? So what is another, once the range is fixed, do we have another task in hand, and that is the biggest task which I will discuss now. So once this range is fixed that okay, market will be from 14,000 to 15,500, what is the major challenge? Just let me have a 3 seconds water break in between. Definitely I'll request all of you to go ahead and click on the like button, and if you're seeing it on mobile, maybe you need to close the chat window for a while and then click on the like button and come back. And in case you have any questions from any of your trades, please feel free to ask your questions also. Just give me 3 seconds to have a sip of water. Thanks. So nice of you, uh, all of you who have clicked on that like button. I'm really thankful to you. Right. So now if we sit and we try to plan our strategy, that okay, what we need to do. So once we know the range, we know the range is a 1,500 to 1,600 points range. We need to create strategies. What is the major challenge in that? Now from 4th to 25th, there are multiple number of days, and these days will be good days or bad days for the market. Sometimes market will go up, sometimes the market will go down. So definitely it will be creating some challenge. So the challenge is, the biggest challenge for any trader is whether market will first move towards 14,000 or towards 15,500. Let me tell you, markets always have this tendency to move towards their highest open interest. I do not know why, and let us not go into why of that, but that is definitely sure. Most of the times what we have seen that okay, markets do have tendency to move towards their highest open interest. So that is for sure that okay, market will definitely make a move towards 14,000, and market can definitely make a move towards 15,500 also, right? So the challenge is, what should I do as a trader? So I'm throwing this challenge to all of you, and you need to answer in the chat window that okay, if this is there, and we definitely know that okay, there are two goalposts, and the football will go towards one goalpost also, football will go towards another goalpost also. So what should we do? Because we do not know whether first market will move towards left, or whether first market will move towards right, or whether it will first move towards right and then go towards left and then again come towards right. right? So it can go down, it can go up, it can go down, it can have many whipsaw movements, but most probably, because we do not see any big out data outflow. Tomorrow we have RBI policy, and I'm not expecting much from that RBI policy also, that okay, it can bring some big changes. I don't think so, right? So already there is a lot of masala with the market, with which market is already playing, right? So not much of a fear of RBI policy that okay, it should bring lot of movement. I really do not know, right? So what they have in their kitty. So the problem is whether market will first move towards 14,000 or towards 15,500. If this is the problem, what is the solution? I am waiting for the solution in the chat window from all of you. All of you are expert traders, right? So if this is the problem, what we need to do is maybe one thing is, yes, markets are volatile. Uh, Not only in terms of you see wicks and all that, otherwise also this kind of movement is really difficult to handle with any kind of trading, right? So the best thing is, let us create some trades which will give me profits in the range of, let us say, 13,800 to 14,500. It's always easy to create a trade with a good risk reward ratio if you are trying to cover 600, 700, 800 points. Whenever you try to cover more than 800 points in a single strategy, it becomes the risk reward really is not that great. If you try to reduce the risk, the reward also will be very low. So best thing is, in these kind of markets, maybe we need to create two or three kind of setups. One of the setups can be that okay, which is covering my market from 13,900 to 14,500, 600. Another setup is which is covering the markets from 14,700, 800 to maybe 15,500, 600. And with few repair trades here and there, then what will happen? Whichever way the market goes, suppose market goes towards 15,400, 500, I can just sit very patiently with my 14,000 for 13,900, 14,600 trade, because I know the trade is created in such a way that okay, even if market goes to 15,500, it will not give me any loss. It may not give me any profit, but definitely it will not give me any loss. Similarly, so what will happen if market moves towards 15,300, 200 levels? So my second setup, which is the upper setup, will definitely give me some profit. Overall, you will be in profit. Similarly, if market goes down, now another possibility is that okay, market first goes towards 15,100, 200 levels. Your upper setup gives you some profit, you book that profit, and you just sit tightly for the lower setup. And then market moves towards lower setup also, and that setup also gives you profit. That is a possibility, but yes, that require you see nerves and patience of steel to keep sitting in a trade where you feel that okay, as of now I don't see any merit. I remember in our last month trades we had a 13,500 butterfly, 13,500 iron butterfly, 13,500 call and put sold, 14,000 call purchase, 13,000 put purchased. And if markets comes between 13,100 to 13,950 or so, that trade will give us profit. But it was very extremely difficult to sit in that trade because the markets were moving at around 14,600, 700, and there was no hope that okay, market will come within the range of that trade. But still, in the end, what we found, that market expired at 13,820. So if somebody is sitting in that butterfly, that would have given maybe 130, 140 rupees profit just for sitting, and the maximum risk was hardly 40, 50 rupees, right? So those kind of trades in this market will work. The trades in which we need not do any adjustments, right? Any adjustments can be killing adjustments in these kind of markets. So all the trades wherein we are not required to do any major adjustments, only those trades will work, right? So better to create maybe two setups, maybe three setups, with an expectation that okay, not all the setups are going to give me any kind of a profit. Maybe the setup in which the market will not end, will not give me any loss also, any significant loss also, maybe hardly 10, 15 rupees. And the setups within which the market will ultimately expire will give me 70, 80, 90 rupees kind of a profit. So that is how we have to cover this kind of a range. Definitely tough thing when you very well know that okay, this is the market which will keep on moving sharply on both the directions. So some of the best trades can be, in case we are bullish, maybe a bull call spread which can later be converted into a call ladder so that you don't lose anything, and similarly a bear put spread which can be converted into a bear ladder in case market keeps on rising. So these are the two setups, and then maybe few butterflies which can cover a range from 13,800 900 to 14,500 600, maybe a single, maybe a multiple butterfly. These kind of trades only will work in these markets, so that you just set up the trade and then forget and come back to markets maybe 3 4 5 days. Even if market goes beyond those ranges, there is no risk of ruin. You're not going to lose heavily, right? So those are the setups which will work in these kind of markets and in this kind of environment, and nobody knows because it's an uncharted territory, and there are so many factors to be considered that whether it will go up or go down. And today also FIs have turned into net buyers. Maybe I don't know, morning, maybe the DIs must have sold, and once they have sold, market has gone to 14,714 levels, and from there, from those points, maybe FIs have started purchasing and taking the markets to 14,900 levels. So that looks, you see, every day's drama, every day saga, and that market is moving up, moving up, moving up only. So rather than trying to predict that, okay, whether it will further go up or whether it's a time that markets will crash tumbling down, I think we need not spend any energies on that. Create positions which cover the range of the market, which is around 1500 to 1600 points. And we obviously know that, okay, one of the positions will not work in our favor, and one of the positions will definitely work in our favor. The position which will not work in our favor, obviously, should not be very damaging position. It can be a little bit of damage, obviously it will be there, but the position which will work in favor will more than not only compensate for that, but also give you some more profits. And after that, if market gives you another range, you never know, then obviously there can be a third position, then maybe the first position can be nullified. So that is the way I think that these markets needs to be traded, and needs to be traded very very cautiously, without going overboard or without having any big expectations on profit front, because these are tough markets. Even if they are at all time high, you will find most of the traders just you see not able to make profits, because the speed with which the market is moving is not that great, right? Most of the times, even the cash traders who think that, okay, market is going up, I've seen most of the portfolios not that great, right? I don't know what is moving, what is not moving. Even the cash portfolios are not performing all that great, right? So that's the thought process I wanted to share with all of you. In Feb, as of now, we have only one workshop, which is on 13th Feb, which is about calendar spreads and double calendar spreads, which can be used as very short term trades, which can be used as very long term. When a options trader talk about long term trades, that means the time horizon is 1 month, right? And when I talk about short term trades, the time horizon can be 1 hour also. So calendars and double calendar spreads can be used beautifully even for 1 hour trades. They can be used very efficiently even for uh, 1 month trades. So that is what we are going to discuss and show you some back testing of these spreads in this workshop, which is a single strategy workshop. So all super smart hedge members will be eligible for 40% discount in that, right? This is on 13th Feb, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday. Anybody willing to join that workshop, you can contact us. You can send a WhatsApp or you can call us on this number, and you can write to us info@optionschool.in. What about likes? Okay, still have good likes. Thanks to all of you for having likes. I don't know, very low attendance today. Maybe people are just relaxing after an expiry. So hopefully, at a later stage, we'll pick up numbers. Share this video to somebody whom you think it will be useful. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. You need to write comments about that question. And thanks to all of you who have been writing to us. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and click on that subscribe button. So the question is, what will come first? What do you think? Whether market will first move towards 14,000, or whether markets will first move towards 15,500? If you have any reasoning, please write that. If the reasonings are not there. Just you have, like yesterday also, one of the members have written that, okay, I do not have any reasoning, but yes, a gut feeling that market should expire somewhere close to 850. He is very close to what has actually happened on the expiry. Market has expired at 895, so 45 points. He is very, very close. So thanks for writing. So now again, what will come first? Do you think market will first make a move towards 14,000? That would mean that, okay, market can go to 14,300, 200, 150 levels and come back. Or do you think market will make a sprint towards 15,500? Let's see. Expecting some really, really interesting comments from all of you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow again, same time at 9 p.m. Thank you and good night.